guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media. In tonight's video, I want to review Godzilla King of Monsters on 4K UHD Blu-ray. Now, I was pumped to get this one in and give this a watch. I missed this one in theaters, so let's get straight to the movie. Now, when it comes to a Godzilla movie, I'm not really looking for the strongest story. I'm looking to see monsters show down. So when it came to the 2014 Godzilla, I was kind of let down because you didn't see Godzilla too much. There definitely wasn't too much action in that one, and this is pretty much the polar opposite of the 2014. There is action pretty much every scene in the movie. The story gets left by the wayside and is completely watered down, but I feel like I don't have a problem with that because I knew what I was getting into before I watched the movie. I came here to shut my brain off and hear my AV system and watch some awesome action scene. And that's definitely what I got. I get to see Godzilla face pretty much every monster I can think of, and it looks glorious. So that's what really, I'm going to leave it at that. Yes, the story is definitely weak. Yes, the acting is definitely weak. But if you go to a Godzilla for a monster movie, I don't think you'll be disappointed because there's tons of monster action in this one. Now let's get to the video quality on this. So this was shot in 6.5K and 3.4K, but this has a 2K digital intermediate upscale to 4K, and this is a pretty amazing presentation. So this was shot digitally, but has grain added post. So you will see some grain on this image, but it's shot digitally, and you could tell by the crispiness of some of these shots, even with the grain. There is so much detail on the close-ups, on the landscapes, even on the creatures themselves like Godzilla. The CGI work done is very good, and the detail is a very nice substantial increase over the Blu-ray. Another increase over the Blu-ray is the black levels for sure. The black levels are deep and inky for most of this movie and really helps out considering most of it takes place at night. Another place where the 4K really stands out from the Blu-ray is sharpness. You could tell that the 4K has that extra sharpness added to it, especially on the close-up shots and the landscape shots. And last thing is that depth. Separating the foreground from the background is easily distinguishable in this movie, although it could be a bit more, I will say, if they didn't put that post-processing grain on it, but you definitely do get some 3D moments in those action scenes for sure. Now let's get to the HDR usage on here, because that is definitely a standout. The specular highlights here are pretty phenomenal when Godzilla's doing the atomic breath, or really any of these creatures. They all have lightning and all crazy laser beams and lightning shooting off them, and this is really a workout for your TV when it comes to HDR, when it comes to some bright, vivid pops of color in the nighttime. So most of these battles take place in the nighttime, which lends itself to great HDR scenes. You can see a lot more shadow detail in this copy than you can in the Blu-ray. It is a lot easier to make out these scenes, and the nuances in these colors are a lot greater as well. Now, definitely these specular highlights are really where this disc stand out. Anytime Godzilla does any move, or really any of the monsters, the atomic breath really stands out and looks fantastic. You may have to blind your eyes at times. It is that bright. Now let's get to the audio on this. So this has a Dolby Atmos mix, and this is a reference quality mix through and through. This sounds fantastic. It uses the surrounds and the overheads immensely straight from the get-go, right when the movie starts, and it has a very dynamic mix, very loud, nice and punchy, a lot of bass to it. And the thing is, the whole movie is action, so pretty much the whole movie is demo-worthy Atmos. So definitely awesome Atmos track, worth picking up just for that, but the video is great to go along with it. So anyway, guys, if you're looking for a movie to shut your brain off and test your AV system and show it off, I think this is a great one for it. There is some grain added, so some of the grain haters may not like the picture as much, but the audio, I think everyone will agree, is amazing and fantastic. And for me, the video joined that as well and looked fantastic. So anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm going to leave a link in the description for this movie. Picking it up with that link gives me a small kickback to review more 4Ks for you guys. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video, and have a good one.